Steam so far in 2025.
Yo, what is up, guys? My bad, sorry I'm late. I know I'm late. I'm a couple of minutes too late. I honestly expected them to kind of have like a pre-show and stuff like that, but I guess they didn't bother doing that, so my bad. But here we are. We're going to watch the Summer Games Fest together and see if we're going to get anything interesting here from DICE and EA. So welcome to everybody in the chat there. Let me try and find you guys.
It's inspiring that
Happy T-Day, Jim. Hope the stream's looking okay. Hopefully you guys can see everything.
Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also
give me 2 seconds, guys. Something's beeping at me. Be right back.
Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects...
All right, sorry, my bad. Had to grab my tea there.
...outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year,
this is what I'm thinking, guys. There is a chance that we see something tonight, but I'm going to be real with you guys. I think it's probably the lowest chance that we see something tonight rather than like some of the other days, like for example on Sunday or maybe even after that. But you know, I figured worst case scenario, we just get to chill out and watch Summer Games Fest together. It's definitely something that I'm going to watch either way, right? So I figure what better way of watching it than with you guys. Presentation's too low. Okay, let me turn it up.
In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team.
He's only going through the spiel anyway,
Let's
Jim.
take a look at our first new game announcement.
All right, here we go. Now we're getting started.
I really hope we get something. You're a legend.
Oh, cheers, Hawking. Appreciate that, man. That's really nice of you, dude. Episode 2.
They know naught of your nature. You're a weapon, child.
Oh my god, this looks brutal. This has got to be like, this looks very sort of Souls-like-y. Well, maybe not, now I'm seeing all the crossbow action. Oh, what the hell was that?
They'll worship you until you fail. Then what?
Is that Gollum? The creature design in this game is insane. What do we think of this is, chat? Mortal Shell 2. Oh, okay. Interesting. I know you guys played the first one of that. Gotta be honest, I can't say I've ever heard of Mortal Shell before.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus fight, or even live.
Hello, Juan.
Risky
Hello, mate.
Reels.
Welcome in.
Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set
haven't
to
gotten
do it
into any
again
beta
across
yet.
console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first
Okay, so this is a
exclusive
Star
look
Wars
at what you'll be
Fortnite
part of
crossover
tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star.
It's not quite Battlefront 3, but it's something. It's some Star Wars. For fans of that.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Hit him with everything you've got.
How bad?
Think I saw
Let me just go put a
Jonesy. All right.
sneaky tweet out
Right
here.
now,
One
it is an
second.
honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Oh, okay, it's Death Stranding time, guys.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
まあ DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、まあコロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
その
the
コロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、まあ
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
Awesome.
はい、
These are some games I definitely want to get into. Haven't played the first one yet, but I definitely plan to at some point.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner. Mm-hmm. What do you do? For living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you.
Good.
We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive. Stop! 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 Stop!
Damn, pretty good acting these days in video games. I don't think I've seen
Well, that was
something that's maybe quite so
clip from the
close
game,
to
a cutscene.
you
We
know,
saw
a movie or
first glimpse
something.
of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil.
Wait, is there a new playtest? Because I did notice just before I went live, I checked on
very
X,
important character.
and I saw people talking about a new
Neil.
playtest a little bit
I
there.
can't really
So
say because
it
there'll be
sounds like, I
spoilers.
think people were saying 13th of
You saw the
this
cancer
month. I don't know if that's just a
on both of their
coincidence.
hands.
Does that mean a reveal is going to come?
Connection and reveals throughout the story. And last time on DS1, we have Cliff, who was played by Matt. And of course, by story, he will not be in DS2. But this time, Neil will be like playing like the role that Matt did for DS2 this time. And Cliff was a very popular character, but I think we have to kind of like top that character. So Luca Marinetti was a great actor, and I think it was great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character, Neil, too. Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers.
Oh, dude, it's coming out so soon.
I know
What I brought today.
Oh, that gives me no time to play the first game.
You won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
Yes, I'll show you the gameplay scene of Neil. So hope you enjoy. Will join us
All
Sunday
right,
too.
gameplay time.
Excellent. All right, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
man, it's
Hideo
Kojima.
everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you.
Where do I stream it? It's just, it's the Game
All right,
Awards
and now I'd
YouTube
like to
channel.
introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
It is worth mentioning, by the way, guys, it's Sweden's National Day today. So again, would be kind of a cool day to say something on.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me. I became like them. I took up the
Near is
sword,
this one kind of quiet?
prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
Oh, I like this. Anything medieval, I'm like, yes.
But that's just my story.
Down for it.
Go write your own.
Oh, beautiful. Chronicles Medieval by Raw Power. I'm not familiar with Raw Power as a dev studio,
That was
actually.
a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval
Not sure what they've
world.
already made so far.
Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise.
Sonic, man.
Crossworlds
Good old
brings
Mega
other
Drive
worlds and
days.
familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
I thought EA would do their own reveal for an event for Battlefield. They could totally do that, Dominic. Yeah, this is no guarantee, guys. I don't know any more than you guys. I don't know 100% there's going to be a trailer here or something, so you know, don't assume that. But if there is going to be a trailer, I want to be there when it happens, dude. You know what I'm saying? So there is a chance it could be today. There's also a chance it could be on Sunday. Thing is, they haven't done an EA play. I'm going to assume people don't really care that much about Sonic, by the way, so I'm just going to talk over this one. They haven't done like a proper EA play since 2021, and they've really stopped doing that for their games. They've rather done smaller segments. So because it's not going to, I assume it's not going to be a very large show. And we already know from the trailer for Summer Games Fest, and even they've now put a tweet out as well, that they're going to be showing off Splitgate 2. Splitgate 2? Split Faction. That's the new game from EA, right? I'm getting confused with Splitgate. On Switch. So they're going to have some presence at this event, EA are, even though they haven't been put on the slate at all, which means that, you know, Battlefield does have a possibility of being here. It probably wouldn't be like a major event, but it could be like a small reveal or something. That's what I'm thinking. If they have some kind of an event, it could be sometime this week where it's maybe somewhat unannounced and they just kind of drop it like after this show or after Sunday's Xbox show.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here
Oh, is that the creator?
about our latest Sonic Racing game.
Creative officer.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
Wow.
So
shots
you
fired,
can race
Nintendo.
against
Take
all
that.
of your friends across all of the platforms.
Yo, what's up, Brett?
Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like
Did
to
they reveal
show
Battlefield
everyone
2042
here
during the
today.
Xbox showcase? Yeah,
Take a
I
look
think it's
inside
hard to
of the
remember, Jimmy,
travel
but I think they might have done. See, I think COVID came along, and then that messed up all of the events. Like E3 got cancelled, all the events stopped being in person and stuff like that, and they sort of started to do away with EA Play big events then.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say.
Is there a reason to believe
you
we were
gotta
actually
go
getting
craft.
something? Was there a tip-off?
Well, I gotta
Not
laugh.
really,
That's all I
Catalyst,
want.
no.
That's all
I
I
mean,
want.
anything,
Next,
not
we're excited
anything
to reveal
more
a
than
brand new action
the fact that they
RPG
said
from
it would be
Bandai Namco
revealed
Studios.
this summer.
Embark on
There's
a
only
journey
2 big
across a
gaming
dark
events this summer. There's this, and then there's
fantasy world
Gamescom
and uncover a vast
in
story that
August.
eclipses
And
time.
August to me is too late for an October, November launch. Just wouldn't really make any sense. I have to say, if EA are going to have some big event, you know, you've got to announce those things. You've got to get press there. You can't keep it secret for that long, right? So if they are going to do a Dune Boom reveal, then
Time.
yeah, I don't know, man. What the heck?
It heals. For others, it wounds.
You know, I'm seeing a trend of really weird enemies in games these days. I just played the Stellar Blade demo, and that was similar.
This is only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago.
I think people have seen Elden Ring and gone, ah, I see what to do here.
But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Elden Ring anime, yeah, it kind of is giving those vibes. With vehicles. Interesting art style. It's kind of like, it's almost like it's mixed with 2D cartoony. Oh, Code Vein. Okay. Nice. I've heard of that one. Haven't played it, but heard of it for sure. I do think one thing we're probably going to see today is Embark Studios' Shadow Drop Ark Raiders. I think that's a very real possibility. And I'm excited for that, because I've heard really good things about Ark Raiders. Didn't get a chance to play the beta at all. Oh! That split though, that was freaky. Weird monsters really are the theme of this game, this Summer Games Fest. End of Abyss. Interesting. That seems like sort of a double A game, really, there, doesn't it? Kind of impressive physics there with everything splitting off.
Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive.
Yo, what's up, IGI Media? Welcome, mate.
Action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games
Is it worth the
Store
suffering? I mean, if you feel like you're suffering, Jared, then I would say probably not, mate. You know, but I watch these kind of shows because I just enjoy them.
Developed by first-time developers,
I like to know what's coming up.
And published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who have bent the city to their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
And those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy. Here we go.
I like that. That's kind of unique, isn't it? That's like a real childhood throwback there.
That's not all from PlaySide.
Will BF6 be revealed?
Of another ambitious project from this independent
Who knows, dude?
Developer.
For anybody who's just like, oh, you know, I just want to see the Battlefield reveal, I would advise you to wait 2 hours and then you'll know. Like, unless you're absolutely desperate to see it, the second it happens, like I am, then,
fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Let's hope EA and DICE turn Battlefield around, otherwise I'll wait permanently on TTK Games to have a reveal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing too.
You know how the game
Dude, Game of Thrones? What?
But this is not the game you know.
Not Lord Snow?
This is your legacy. You decide who wins and who dies.
Oh, oh shit. Dude, maybe they're cooking with this? I don't know. We need to see gameplay of this. Ooh.
For Westeros.
Interesting. I'm definitely down for that. That could go either way, though. We haven't seen gameplay of it. It could be a total flop, or it could be amazing.
All right, now it is time
Maybe like
for
some of the good old
an FPS action adventure
Lord of the Rings games.
RPG.
Has Embark announced anything yet? Not yet. No. They're probably saving the good stuff till I would assume slightly further in.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000,000,000 suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of atomic heart. 2.
Games in one. Yeah, I've not played the first game of this one. There's a lot of sequels coming out, it seems, where I just don't really know what's going on because I haven't played the first one.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Mundfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale.
I do like to see that Unreal Engine 5 is getting a lot more games now because it seems like they're finally figuring out how to make it run fairly well optimized. They got something else going?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself.
Already pre-ordering.
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness.
It's the world's largest Rubik's Cube.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
This armor with the boobs, man. They got some fan service going on here. They're not messing around, guys. Where can I pre-order this game?
cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Mundfish, an MMORPG
I
shooter
literally
set
thought
in
that was the
atomic
same
universe
game, dude.
on a
It's
massive
so
levitating
similar.
cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating.
Oh, it's the
to create
atomic universe.
unique
Okay, that
gameplay
makes sense.
combinations that are
Right.
ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC
It really
and
does seem,
consoles
though,
this
like
holiday,
strange
with multiplayer
monsters
fun for up to 4
are
players.
just
You can pick between
trendy at the
15
moment, doesn't it?
Marvel characters to play, but so far only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
The booty got me. Oh, look at that. It's a cute little 2D kind of Streets of Rage type game. Dude, this takes me back. I don't know if anybody's as old, or maybe even older than me, and used to play Streets of Rage or Golden Axe on the Sega Mega Drive, aka the Genesis for you Americans out there. But I like the throwback here.
This isn't hell. Oh my world.
Capcom.
What is this place? Also,
Oh.
you don't have a chance.
This is either like Ghost of Tsushima or the Ghost of Yotai. I forget like the difference between them now. Oh yeah, it could be Neo 3 actually, you're right. I haven't played any of them either, so I'm just like been watching from the sidelines.
Musashi! We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they?
Sasaki Ganyu.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Okay, we were all wrong, guys. It's none of those things. No, Boost, you haven't missed anything, mate, really. BF3 announcement would feed families. BF3?
That was a new look at Onimusha Way
I
of
don't
the
know.
Sword, which we announced back in December.
I'm
at
not
the
sure a
PGAs.
remake
It
would
is
really
coming
tick boxes
in
for a lot of people.
2026
Some
and will be
people will be
playable
like, oh,
this
cool,
summer
but
at
I honestly
Gamescom.
think a remake,
Now
people
let's
would play it and be like, oh, this is
completely
amazing.
switch
And then
You guys all
they'd be like,
know I love my puppets.
it's the same game,
And this
though,
next
that I
project
played
is
for
one I've been
1,000
tracking
to
for a few
3,000
years.
hours.
As a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane
Battlefront
digital
3.
puppeteering
Right, okay.
pipeline.
Sorry, mate.
It's actually a thing.
You're going to have to be more
What you're about
specific.
to see is running completely
I have a
in real time
Battlefield
in
brain.
Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is
Yeah,
an
that's not gonna happen,
unexpected new
I don't
game
think.
announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
They're probably thinking about it, though, after the past couple of weeks.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
You'd play by BF4 for another 3k hours. That's fair enough, then.
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die!
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Well, I've never seen Sesame Street on drugs. Not like this, at least.
I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jab, jab, jab.
Wild game. I'm intrigued now, but again, it's like, what is the gameplay going to look like there? It's hard to imagine, isn't it?
That, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
Deception, eh? Splinter Cell? No.
Ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time.
Man, I would love a new Splinter Cell game.
Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs.
EA have already been confirmed to have a presence here, Nico.
A game where truth is but a shadow.
Because they have Split Fiction for the Switch.
Theatrics. I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up, buy items with the gold you earn, loot chests for weapons and armor, steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps, discover one of your own.
It's like Clue.
If killing not to your taste,
Cluedo.
then you better escape the castle.
But cooler,
Now
I guess.
the paths to victory are clear.
And without Colonel Mustard.
You would do well to remember. Deceit
Kill it
and
in.
deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or
More of a
death.
Metal Gear guy than Splinter
Your
Cell. Oh,
invitation
I'm both Bocky.
awaits.
I'm there for anything. We're not going to get any more Metal Gear, which is the sad thing, isn't it? No more Hideo Kojima
That was Killer
working on
Inn,
that
a
franchise
24-player
anymore. So
multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete
nice
in
one,
a game of life or death using social deduction skills
Konami
to
for
win.
ruining that.
All right, it's
Or,
hard
you
to
know,
believe this
probably
next game was
Hideo
first announced at
to some
TGA
degree,
in
but
2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm, of course, talking about Ark Raiders.
I actually don't know
this
how.
is one of the most anticipated games of the year,
right.
and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios,
so
here's the
it's
world
not
premiere of
gonna
the
be a
release
shadow
date
drop?
trailer for Ark Raiders.
maybe it's a shadow beta test.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
October 30th. Okay, that's actually a ways away. That could be right around when Battlefield launches, which is actually a bit of a bummer
That's
because
right,
I want to play
everyone.
both
Ark
these
Raiders
games.
is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios.
And?
All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself.
Dude, come
Dune
on.
Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now.
I'm
on
actually planning to
Steam
play
with
this game
fast
very soon,
access.
guys. I do have it
Here is a
installed.
brand new look.
Haven't jumped in yet, but I'll probably be streaming this game sometime this weekend. It's pretty fun. It's weird though with Embark because they've updated their game. There are a lot of things signaling that there could be at least some sort of a test happening So that surprises me. Yeah, I agree, Cosmic Eel. I don't think we've seen really any bad games, I wouldn't say. That being said, a lot of them are just trailers, aren't they? Nothing yet, Bocky, nothing yet. You can only hope, though. I will say this game very much captures the essence of being scared, jetting across the desert and hoping that a sandworm doesn't gobble you. That looked like straight out of Halo. Almost. The budget Master Chief. Yeah, I did put up a video on the channel of this game. I got invited to a creator test. I've probably played it for around 30 hours. And I would, right now, from what I played, I'd probably give it a 7.5. Maybe a 7. It's not the best game I've ever played, for sure. But I enjoyed it. You know, I had good fun. And, like, for somebody who likes Dune, like, I haven't read the Dune books, I'm not a major Dune fanboy or anything, but I watched the movies, I enjoyed them, I think it's a cool universe. So, for somebody like that, I thought it was pretty cool, you know. No, yeah, I agree, the trailer's just kind of weird.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void.
Especially because it's a survival game. It was supposed to be an MMO originally, and then they shifted and decided to turn it into a survival game instead. So a lot of it's about building and harvesting resources.
It was all for naught. Some say time stops for no one.
Another Elden Ring-esque game here.
Man, nor God, living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds. You need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey...
I honestly could not tell you. If you'd show me these trailers back to back again, all the games with the weird monsters and stuff that we've seen, I could not tell you which one was which, or remember what they're all called. Because they all look so similar.
But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next.
Have I heard of an ETA for Level Cap's game? No, I haven't. I have looked at some of his dev vlogs. I think he's far out, though.
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light. What happened while I was
Maybe I'm imagining it, but I think he said he's maybe preparing a demo or beta or something.
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
What's the best game showcase so far? Well, I think Embark, honestly, with Ark Raiders, looks like the most promising thing. I know a lot of people have played it, but I've actually purposefully not looked at gameplay of it, because I've heard it's so good, even though it's an extraction shooter, which isn't something that I would normally go for. And, you know, I just want to experience it coming in fresh. And from what I hear, they originally were going to make the game a single player, and that is why the PvE aspect of it is so fleshed out for an extraction shooter. Because I think in a lot of these games, the PvE is just like cannon fodder. It's just something that's put in the world for you to really experience the meat of the game around the PvP action. And the PvE is not really the content, but it sounds like in Ark Raiders, the PvE is the content as much as the PvP, really.
Has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words,
so I'm excited for that.
I'm honored to show it to you today.
Oh, this looks like it's going to be a cute game. I'm happy to see good old Glassy as well, man. One of the OGs. June 13th. Interesting. Because there is some sort of a test supposed to be scheduled, or possibly for the 17th of June, so that could definitely be there. I would say out of the 2 days, today and Sunday, you know, Sunday being the Xbox Showcase, it's probably more likely it's going to be then, if I had to guess.
Different game. This August signals the release of Mafia The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise.
Oh, dude, this is a game I'm excited for as well.
It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Vicky Puttana!
This family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
I think this is looking really good. I'd love to see some gameplay of it. And again, I've not played any Mafia games.
Lego Voyages captures the creative hands-on spirit
okay, we could probably just talk over this one.
A friend's pass, just like Split Fiction.
But dude, like there is a bit of a you know, I don't know, a pattern going on here where I've not played any of these games. I'll admit it. But they're always on my list. This is my favorite thing to do, guys. Watch upcoming game trailers, wishlist them, buy them when they come out, and then not play them. Because that's just what I do. Yeah, we do need to see some gameplay. It's unfair to sort of say, oh, it's going to be amazing just based on cinematic stuff, but it almost gives me like Red Dead Redemption vibes, seeing some of the cinematics there. And I can almost believe, based on their quality, that the actual in-game quality of the characters won't be that far from cinematic quality. Yeah, there's quite a few Mafia games, right? This game actually looks kind of cute, man. Like, if I had little kids, I would totally be down for playing this with them. I wish there was Lego games when I was a child. Like this good. Oh, there's a new lady.
I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
I don't know what characters she's voiced them. When she said squirrels, I'm like, that kind of rings a bell.
A brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon
That's a good
his
point.
magic
Also,
powers
cybersecurity, yeah,
to summon the
maybe.
most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to.
Oh.
Imagination! Go big, go burn!
What event was Keanu Reeves at? Like, you know when they announced Cyberpunk?
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the
And
role
he
of
did
Geppetto's puppet to save the city
You're-
of Pratt.
what was it? You're
Disease,
beautiful?
And Puppet Frenzy and Lies of P.
Oh,
Overture
you're
is the
breathtaking.
DLC expansion
You're
for Lies of
breathtaking.
P that transports players back
Was
in
that-
time with
was
new
that like an E3 or
characters,
something? I don't know.
environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive.
It's hard to top a cameo from Keanu Reeves, isn't it, really? Was E3 a thing? I don't know, dude. I want to say E3 was cancelled. Like, the last one was before COVID. Then COVID came out, and they said, right, no more E3. Yeah, E3 was goated. This is the biggest event of the year. Oh, I would say it's Game Awards, really. Right, guys, we're like an hour in. I don't know how long this show is going to be. Maybe they're usually saving something big and good for the last thing, right? You've been in all the Battlefield 6 playtests, so the trailer leaves you cold. I see. Yeah, we've kind of gone the other way instead of... Oh, it's Lies of P. We see, instead of, you know, seeing a trailer, a cinematic trailer, then a gameplay scripted trailer, and then actual proper gameplay, it's kind of going in reverse.
Platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right.
Which is a good
next
thing.
Up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill.
Well, it's easy to say after the fact, isn't it, Ghostface?
Announcement too.
For me, it's a win-win either way, man. I enjoy watching game shows, you know. But, it'll come along. It'll come along. Might be Sunday, might be the week after, but June, something's gonna happen.
Plates full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes.
It was E3 2019. Ah, yeah, thought so.
Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful.
Nothing yet, no, John. So unless they're gonna have like a, oh, before we end the show, here's a big segment from EA and DICE, or something like that, and we're saving the best to last. then it's probably not going to happen today. Might be could be on Sunday instead. Exactly, man. I'm with Dominic. It's like you can't. Of course, the game I want to play the most is the next Battlefield game, and we're all looking forward to it. But you know, you got to stop and smell the roses, dude. You got to enjoy other games along the way.
And I will bloom.
Fractured Blooms. For me at the moment, I think it's going to be Dune Awakening. I'll probably just play some of that.
I wouldn't recommend
bide my time.
All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
You don't want access to my Nightbot, mister? What if we go back to BF4 though, dude, and we need some server pulled stats again? But no, I can't say that was on my radar at all. I'd probably say, Dominic, that's the game I'm the most intrigued to see more of, is that Game of Thrones game. I'd honestly not heard anything about that. And, you know, like, Shadow of Mordor, or was it Shadow of War? Like the Lord of the Rings games? They were pretty good. So, I have seen games come out of big movie franchises and be good, and it seems to actually be something that works these days. I feel like when I was a kid, whenever they made a game about a movie, it was terrible. So yeah, definitely looking forward to see some gameplay of that. Like I say though, it could be a total nothing burger of a game, or it could be an amazing game. So you saw that anime girl? I'm not hiding any anime chicks. Don't worry, man. Thanks for the resub, Estelle. Appreciate it, bud.
Nice.
69 months. Hell yeah. Oh damn, look at that, the bot still works. I feel like we're getting a bit some like fluff titles here, guys. I feel like we've gotten through some good stuff, and now we're getting some kind of okay games, and then they're gonna end on something better. This is it, Liam. Can't you see? This is Battlefield 6, dude. Oh, damn it. Why'd they have to reveal that just when I said it? Ruined. Ruined the illusion. They've gone for a slightly different tone to the game. Anime-inspired, as you can see, and the art style is sort of cel-shaded, but I think it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be nice. There's magic, too. And the mushrooms. And blossom trees. I don't even know what that is. Looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan. Yeah, definitely in a solid filler phase, I would say. There are so many of these games that are released on Nintendo Switch. Like, if for anybody who watches the Switch Direct, Nintendo Direct, I see so many games like this, and yeah, I always think the same thing. I'm like, who's actually playing these games? Because there seems to be like a bunch of them. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. I thought we could actually getting another Witcher trailer. It's just a recap. Is this the end? This is feeling like the end of the show.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live.
By the way, if you're a fan of The Witcher and you haven't seen that tech demo, the game looks insane, man. Bear in mind, it's a tech demo, so it's in engine, but it's not going to be what the game looks like. And as we always know, we see amazing looking trailers, and then when the game releases, it doesn't look anywhere near as good as the original trailers.
We find a way.
But it's very promising. Well, that's for Unreal, is it?
We altered the course of nature.
Unleashed
genetic power across continents. Now,
oh, it's actually Jurassic Park. Okay.
To nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos.
I mean, what else would it be?
Well, to help life find a way.
Maybe you're right. This is Battlefield 6. Dude, I'm down for a dinosaur game. The last dinosaur game I played was like Turok 2 on the Nintendo 64. Dude, dino skins? Sign me up, man. Just as long as we don't have dinosaurs like T-Rexes running around in Nicki Minaj outfits and stuff.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
Oh, it's those
Today,
folks.
I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower.
The Shovel Knight people.
Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation.
Megalosaur.
It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming.
Yes, I would like the black and white digital camo for my
you'll
dinosaur.
burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
The Xbox event, well, it's Xbox games, right? But it's also, a lot of stuff is going to be on Xbox Game Pass. And that means also PC games. So I think that's why it's more likely to be there than, for example, State of Play, which was a couple of days ago, which is only PlayStation titles. Obviously, Battlefield's going to be on all platforms, right? So technically it could be revealed anywhere, but... Failing Sunday and the Xbox Game Show, it could just be that they announce some sort of a short mini EA Play event and they say, oh, it's going to be like next week, so that press actually have time to get there, because, you know, you've got to invite people to actually come and cover the show. You can't just drop something unless they just decide, hey, we're just going to drop like a trailer on the YouTube channel and that's it. They don't have any presentation.
Yeah. Kyle Bossman, everyone.
That was definitely not scripted, guys.
All right, well,
definitely not scripted.
Let's see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade. All right, let's take a look.
Oh, Deadpool.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah! Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and this fucking thing with Hip Hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
That's just a good one. Might have to play that one, dude.
Patrick Harris is Deadpool. All right. Last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light: The Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends.
I think there
open
could
world
be
and action
equal amounts of
horror.
cringe
Let's
in
take
that
a look
game
at the
as actual
latest
funny
trailer
jokes.
With some big news: the release date.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge VR would be great. I think the VR is still so incredibly limited, though, just based on the fact that you can't physically go anywhere, really. Unless you have a treadmill.
Humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Oh, the graphics look nice. Yeah, this is definitely giving me Resident Evil vibes. With free running, though.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took for me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
Oh, Dying Light. Oh, that game actually looks really nice. I'd say we're through the filler. We've made it through the filler phase, guys. We're into the end, the good things now.
F is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
Not yet, Trax, no.
There's the big news.
Pretty doubtful,
Dying
to
Light:
be
The
honest.
Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows.
I've never played
of
Dying Light
adolescence.
either. Literally
Bonds
every
of
single
friendship
game
and
they showed here
nostalgia
that's a
of growing
sequel,
up.
I've not played.
Mixtape comes from Beethoven Dynasty.
Except for Dune Awakening,
Annapurna
so
Interactive. And this is your exclusive
I'll give
new
myself
look
that one.
at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
Oh, I've seen a trailer for this already.
Buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest
Oh, that's so
hits.
weird. It's like the frame rate on the character is super slow, but everything else is really smooth.
Mom, who is it?
It's actually kind of weird.
Pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever.
It's kind of jarring to my brain, to be honest.
And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night.
Oh, definitely thumbs up for the
And
music,
The
though.
Cure. I love The Cure. Experience it for yourself.
I'm like, is the gameplay gonna be like that, where your character moves with like 15 FPS or less? I don't know. Maybe it's gonna look better in the actual gameplay.
I trust you have seen it.
Yeah, definitely bang the soundtrack though.
A beautiful world where harmony reigns.
But we may be back in the filler section, guys. I may have jumped the gun. Yeah, I was thinking that, right? The licensing for those songs has got to be pricey, hasn't it?
No escaping them.
That is why we must end you.
Yeah, for sure. I realize it's a stylistic choice, but I'm just like not sure it's for me.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
This looks like a sort of cuter anime style Hades, like an isometric top down.
Now, get ready.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
We will live on in this world.
Okay, I do a little bit more now.
No matter what hardships await.
It's like the cutscenes are kind of ruining it for me, but then they show the gameplay. I'm like, oh, this looks awesome.
Filled with hope.
Well, I am from England, Jake. Or where in England? Preston, mate. Preston in the northwest. But I haven't lived in England since I was 18.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese
here for the
art with a
Splitgate
whimsical
reveal?
spin on Eastern mysticism.
What reveal?
Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends,
He almost messed that up, didn't he?
action beat 'em up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts
There's
of
empty
Blood.
seats there, guys. They haven't even filled out.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Ooh. This actually looks kind of badass. Sort of. There's something about it I also don't like. It again, there's somewhat weird going on with the frame rate there when he latches into an animation with like a grab. Or have they slowed it down to sync it up to the music or something? I like the vibe of this game. It looks freaking badass, man. And it's got like the Mortal Kombat sniper. What do they call it? There's a word for this. The X-ray thing going on. Bone breaking. That game's interesting as well. Like, it looks really good. I wonder what the gameplay's actually going to be like.
Amazing
All
what
that
these
combos
solo
and
devs
stuff,
can
like.
do today. Now it is time for
Marathon
the reveal of the
empty
next
seats.
game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Is it Battlefield? Because I've been waiting, it feels like more than a decade for a good Battlefield game. Well, it's definitely not a Battlefield. When BF6 reveal, if we only knew, mate. If I knew that, I would be able to 100% tell you guys, but unfortunately we don't. Yeah, they kind of go for the, like, one good game, filler game, good game, filler game. so you don't tune out, you know. When we're getting Halo Master Chief Collection for PS5. I mean, I don't think they want to play ball with the PlayStation boys, right? Because it's Microsoft, right? So they've got Xbox and they've got PC, and they're trying to wean people off of PlayStation and over to their
Scott
ecosystem.
Pilgrim's back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former
He's talking about this
rivals in
Sunday.
online
No, like in
4-player
2
co-op
days.
adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be
Because
right
there's
back.
stuff to
but
do with
first we have
Summer
a very
Game Fest going
special
on all
message
week.
from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around. Now
I gotta get on these games.
and make your decision wisely.
Oh, well, look at that. There's a Capcom sale. Maybe it's time to get on these games. Your wife's boyfriend. My brain's having trouble comprehending that. Says the Battlefield 6 reveal is whenever he feels like dropping the trailer. That's the thing. We don't really know. Is it going to be just... It could just be a random trailer drop. Or it could be a big event. Because it's not like... Well, I don't know. Maybe the public at large don't know anything about the next game. It's sometimes difficult to take yourself out of the circles that we're in, because we're always talking about Battlefield, watching videos, we're in and around and sort of surrounded by it, so we know about things like Battlefield Labs. But I think the gaming community at large don't have a clue that Battlefield Labs even exists. They're just like, what? Is that a thing? So, you know, gamers at large won't know about a new Battlefield game until it's actually a trailer.
Now, a glorious morning has dawned. On something that's
What is happening here?
Harder. Scum.
What the? These kind of games are really taking off as well, like just weird games. Like super jokey games. Does look kind of cool. I think it's either going to rub people the right way or the very much the wrong way.
What are you doing here? Come with me.
If you want to live. Sorry, had to.
Makes sense. At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head. You keep your light feet on. I haven't had Capcom in years. I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out. I was seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the way. Diaz, you were a good soldier.
This looks like it could be bouncing.
Part of your future. It's activating.
Mindsai. June 10th? Wait. Is this just like... Has anybody heard of this game before? Oh. Interesting.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover
Danish studio,
Mindsai when it launches on June the 10th, from build a rocket boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week...
Hey, Bond! Okay, yes, I forgot about this.
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a
Hey.
financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason.
Oh, we got a voice.
I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr.
I love that Matt Nicholson is open for, like, gaming stuff, dude. I love his voice.
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Nice.
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Once again,
for only 30 days,
not played hit.
And if you play it, you'll unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well,
interesting. Oh, so we're not going to get to see any actual
Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
gameplay of the new James Bond game. That's a bit disappointing. Because I think it's been over 10 years since we've had a James Bond game.
Now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over
this reminds me of Casino Royale, such a great movie. It just made me think about, for anybody who's seen it, there's this scene where he's got like Bond and he's naked on this chair but he's taken a knife, and it's like a wicker chair, and so he's cut out the bottom of the chair. So basically, his privates are just like dangling through the chair, and he's sat in the frame. And he keeps whacking him with this knot on the end of a rope there. And Bond's just like, I've got a bit of an itch down there. Would you mind? That was so good. That's one of my favourite Bond scenes of all the Bond films, to be honest.
Actually, more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot.
But I just really like that as like both Daniel Craig and Mads Mikkelsen in that movie. They were both great. Kind of going to be exciting to see who the new Bond's going to be as well, right? Don't question, but this is the Summer Games Fest. I thought it was next week. Yeah, no, this is Summer Games Fest. Yeah, you're right. This is the opening night, and there's an Xbox Games Showcase. It's kind of confusing because they call this Summer Game Fest, but really it's a week-long gaming festival with things happening every day. So we've already had State of Play from PlayStation. On Sunday, we're going to see the Xbox Showcase, and oh, this game is pretty good, guys.
A look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venturing
I
into
played
the most treacherous
the
region
beta of
space,
this one.
hoping to get their hands
Very
on
enjoyable.
Artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
This is made by ex-Blizzard people who, when Blizzard went through all of that weird shit at the company, they split off and made their own publisher and development studio. And this is like one of their first games they're bringing out. So basically, the good Blizzard people went there. It's basically Sea of Thieves in space. And feels a lot like Overwatch. And looks a lot like Overwatch, actually, as well.
Their ship is flying. Is that the artifact?
Stay with me.
This'll be good.
Friendly reminder, the next Lobs playtest starts from Friday. Yeah. Good point there, Lou. Yeah, I've just noticed some people talking about that on Reddit and X just before the stream started, that it looks like there's going to be a new test on Friday the 13th.
Toronto-based
next week.
Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World.
Check your spam
They're
folders.
making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show.
Are we sure it's going to
but for
happen?
now,
No, not at all,
here
mate.
is
Not
the
at all.
global
We
reveal
don't know.
of Blighted.
Nothing's been announced, right? So we're just guessing.
Over this decaying world, one can only wonder.
Well, the only thing that has been we do know is that the CEO of EA said we would learn more this summer. And there's only 2 big gaming events this summer that are planned so far. One of them is this one, and the other one is Gamescom in August. And I would say, like, Gamescom maybe not even bigger. But it's too close to release, right? You don't want to announce the game in August, and then they've got a very short time to market it before October and November comes around when they want to actually release the game. So that's why everybody thinks it's going to be June. But it may not necessarily be today. Could also be on Sunday at the Xbox Game Show. Could also be just another day, and they have like, oh, surprise, we're going to have like an EA special segment where we're going to show off the new Battlefield game. Or they could just do something like really small, just like drop a 30-second teaser of a cinematic, not talk about the game, just nothing. That could totally be a thing that happens.
Pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
I honestly don't think any content creators, not even Jack, knows about this yet. There's a rumor going around at the moment that people in the EA Creator Network have been privy to some sort of an announcement before it's been showed to the public. And from what I've seen, there's no basis to that at all.
They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
I think they said it was 2 hours more, so it's been an hour and a half so far, so they've probably got half an hour left. Ugh. Dude. What is with the naked monsters? Oh god, this one looks like actually the most gruesome of all the games we've seen so far. Oh shit, dude. I'm not sure I can play this game. I mean, it looks awesome, though. Don't get me wrong. God. Holy crap, man. Oh, what the fudge? Oh my, this has got to be Unreal Engine 5. That engine is something. No, no, not the babies. What the hell? Oh, that's also those Mundfish people that like to make very strange games.
One of 2025's
That
most
looks
anticipated
amazing.
shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total.
If you like
This
your
game,
horror
you explore
games.
a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing.
He
When
literally
is the
gave him
release
the
date?
"this is
Well,
Sparta"
here's
treatment.
Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to advance its Project Enterprise.
Yeah, I would say graphically, that Ill game was probably one of the standouts for me. Absolutely incredible. Assuming that is proper gameplay, you know. This reminds me of a game that released like a few months ago. I forget the name now, but it was like a mecha type game, you know, where you're like flying around. Oh, it's like on the tip of my tongue. This does look like it could be pretty epic, though. But the physics of that Ill game, the way all of the enemies are sort of piling on one another, because they're zombies obviously, and they're almost tripping over each other and bustling in the hallways, that looked really impressive. Extremely scary as well. Mecha Break.
In
Well, it's
this
nice to see
next
something different. You don't see too many mech
small-scale
games.
players traverse the oversized world around them.
You
filled
play
with
the
local
beta, what did you
wildlife
think,
and
Snows?
hostile machines built by a small 8-person studio. This is Infinitesimals.
I'm not entirely sure, Jack, when it ends.
Mechanicals approaching.
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join is no more.
This game actually looks great, if this is gameplay.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
It reminds me of a movie I watched as a kid. Was it not called Ants or something? Infinitesimals.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video
All the games where you're tiny nowadays.
That I think we all
You're not a fan of
know
those, Jimmy?
very
I don't know. I think that your Bug
Please.
Life. Yes, that's what it reminded me of. Really gave me those kind of vibes, you know?
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さてお待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それではこれからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
Oh, you're not going to show us anything, though? Oh, come on, dude. You can't...
All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message.
You can't come on camera and just be like...
Time is right to share
just
more
wait.
Leading into
okay,
the
thanks, guys. See ya. Just
Now
don't bother.
It is time for the next
Don't
big
bother.
update for a beloved franchise.
Let's rumble.
No, you didn't miss anything, Doper. It's looking unlikely that we will see Battlefield, to be honest, guys. Like I said at the start, it's more likely we'll see it on Sunday than it is today. What are we watching here? What is this? Okay. That's what I'm saying. They usually have a banger right at the end. It's definitely not this, though. Okay. Street Fighter is actually kind of cool. I really did not know where they were going with that bit. It kind of makes sense now because Street Fighter is quite over the top and silly. Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of good games though. It's looking quite promising. Although notice, we haven't seen... Did we see a single first-person shooter? I think the closest thing to it might have been Ark Raiders, but that's a third-person, you know, extraction shooter. So I wonder, are people just letting Battlefield and Call of Duty have it? Have at it? Favorite so far, Ark Raiders. Definitely that Ill game. The Ill game looks incredible. Excuse me, Game of Thrones. I haven't seen gameplay of it yet, but that's also looking very promising if they manage to hold true to the franchise and do it justice. God, it's hard to remember what we've seen now. There's been so many games. Oh, of course, we didn't really see it, but I'm very excited for the next James Bond game. You know, as a kid, growing up playing GoldenEye on the N64, and then I played like I can't remember what the other games are called, to be honest. Like whatever game was made based on The World Is Not Enough that came out on PlayStation after that. I've always had a soft spot for the James Bond games. I even played one of the James Bond games on Game Boy, and that was one of my absolute favorites. So it feels like it's just been forever since we got a James Bond game, to be honest.
That was Last Flag, a
Yeah,
new
Mafia,
online action game
Mafia
from
for
the new
sure.
indie studio Night Street Games, which
Agree
is
there
the
with
ultimate
Catalyst.
game of Capture the Flag set in the 1970s, as you saw. The closed alpha will be starting
Yeah,
later this
Tomorrow
year.
Never Dies might have been
Next,
that
we
one,
have a
and then it was
beautiful
World
new
Is Not
trailer
Enough,
for a
wasn't it?
Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi Wuchang.
I do
Fallen
feel like the
Feathers, which is launching on
Souls-like,
July 24th.
it's going crazy, man. The trend, like gamers or game developers, they're just jumping on trends so hard. They did it with Battle Royales, they did it with extraction shooters, and now it's just happening because of Elden Ring. They had the Souls games. Elden Ring came along and kind of made Souls games like popular for everyone and was like this major hit. And now every developer's like, we gotta make a Souls-like game. There's just so many of them. Which is maybe it's not a bad thing. A lot of them look great, actually. Like, I'm not looking at them and saying, wow, this looks like trash, but you also don't want to play 5 games like this in a row. Yeah, Medieval Chronicles, I'm racking my brain trying to remember what that was. I feel like it was one of the weird games with monsters.
To finally awaken you.
Oh, there was also the game with lots of boobs and ass in it. So, you know, if that ticks some boxes for you, then that might be worth a play. Although the name escapes me. The only thing I remember is boobs and ass. Sorry, that's all I got, guys. And very wacky gameplay stuff.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
Ooh. Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver. It's gonna be a rhythm game, maybe? Partially? See, that had, did you notice, that had that weird slow frame rate thing on the animation of the character only
Ghostface
there?
Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment.
Good evening, Doc. Got any Ark Raiders yet? We have seen Ark Raiders,
2, which has new
surprisingly,
updates,
and sad to say, they haven't
and is free
announced
to play.
the
This
game
weekend, to
releasing,
celebrate
and they haven't
STF, you
announced
can
a
take
beta or
advantage
anything.
of double XP all weekend long.
So, yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment. I think everybody really expected that to happen more than anything else.
My calling takes me far
Is
from
Guild
home,
Wars 2
where
still a
shared
thing?
struggles form
This
fast
game's
bonds.
been out since, like, forever. Well, I suppose World of Warcraft's still a thing, but World of Warcraft was way bigger than Guild Wars 2, I would say. That's cool, though.
My story.
My story is yours.
Yeah, I think everybody expected them to just sort of shadow drop the game today because they kept updating, like, the PlayStation Store, I think, or was it the Epic Game Store, actually, I think that they updated. So people, like, people who look into the API were noticing, like, oh, this has been updated, that's been updated. It looks like they're gearing up to drop a new build. So maybe release, maybe some sort of a beta. And then I think people who played the game said it's actually that polished and finished that they could just release it and it would be great. Which has led people to believe that it's going to release very soon, but yeah, it seems like they're taking their time. And to be honest, I commend them for it, you know. That means it's going to be really, really great in October when it releases. But it's probably going to contend with Battlefield then, because that's right at the end of October, and I don't think they'll release Battlefield any later than November. They were updating Steam as well. Yeah, I've seen a lot of, like, I'm not covering Ark Raiders too closely, but, you know, I follow some people on Twitter and whatnot, and I see some things. Yeah, that's what I've heard from people, Dark. I haven't looked at gameplay of it because I didn't get a chance to actually play it myself. But I've heard it's just incredible. So I'm trying to stay away from any gameplay because people talk about the atmosphere of the game being so encapsulating that I don't want to spoil that for myself. I just want to jump in and be like, whoa, you know, have my own moment there.
You're never gonna guess what happened. I took a bullet, I died.
Anybody grabbed the Switch 2 yet?
And I met Johnny Silverhand. Chip. Long story.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Looking forward to Sonic Racing. Sonic games are actually pretty good.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
Yeah, this is not it, man.
For someone like you.
Megalodon.
Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
I mean, for sure, Shane, but I'd say it's unlikely. Like I said at the start of the stream to everybody, I'd say this is the most unlikely day, really, for us to see that. It's probably more likely we'll see it on Sunday. But they haven't shown anything. Have they shown Split Faction yet? Oh, there you go. There's Splitgate 2. Talking of split things.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder.
Yo, Jimmy, thanks so much for the
47
50, man. I appreciate that, dude. It's very kind of you.
When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends. And 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo. And I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year. And I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
You tell him.
With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, damn. He actually almost, he verbally used that baseball bat.
Just look at that water placement, expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. We are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid, so fast, you can't stop it, you can't catch.
And he complete the comeback he's going to try. He shoots, he gets the kill. Now that's how you portal.
They're not done yet. They got one, they got another. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Oh, have they gone for the finals type commentary style? Or? Actually looks like they cook with this. I'm not sure I can handle the portals though. Like, I love arena shooters. I was all about Quake 3 Arena back in the day, you know, jump pads and portals. But all of a sudden when you create portals everywhere, like I know that's this game's thing. I feel like it would just piss me off getting shot from random portals that just appear behind me that I don't know are there. I'm gonna have to put that on the list. I'm gonna have to give it a try.
To showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
I thought we were gonna say dice. Dopa, thank you for the 249, mate. That's kind
Can
of
we
you,
see
sir.
a BF6 reveal like how BF1 reveal was?
What was the BF1 reveal like? I honestly can't remember. I did take some time off of sort of being a YouTuber, really, when Battlefield 1 and 5 came out, so I missed the boat maybe with that. I do remember the Battlefield 4 reveal, though. And they had 64 people on a stage actually playing the game live, and that's not how they announced the game, but I thought that was really cool how they showed some gameplay. And even though we've of course seen, most of us have seen gameplay from the new game, I hope they are going to show some unscripted gameplay whenever they do reveal it. I'm not even paying attention to this. Is this like, this kind of like Yakuza or something maybe? Oof.
Got a name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Project Century. Okay. Or Stranger Than Heaven. Okay, I'm confused what the game's actually called. I guess it's called Stranger Than Heaven.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943.
Oh, they changed the title.
And
Okay.
knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well,
cheers,
we're
Dark.
almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown
Come on,
away
dude.
by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision.
Tell me.
And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Maybe it's not, but I honestly don't even know what this is. Not Battlefield, though. I don't think, actually. But what is it, though? How could Jeff do us so dirty, man?
Grace.
What the fudger?
Grace.
Member, Gary Green celebrates 12 months of membership.
Yes?
Nope.
Cheers, Gary. Appreciate that, man.
Oh, coming.
The Battlefield campaign wouldn't look this good, right?
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
I think I will be, Jimmy, yeah. I'll be streaming again on Sunday. I'll be praying.
I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Oh, shit.
What is this? Hey! Help!
Stay close.
They're coming.
I still have absolutely no idea what this is, guys.
You're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Same Preston, same dude. Especially when he said Blockbuster Studio, I was like... Yeah. Okay, it was Resident Evil. Some of you were right. So I guess the Blockbuster Studio they're talking about is Capcom. It's just weird because they've visited...
There you have it.
They've talked about Resident Evil
Requiem.
twice already,
And it will
you
be
know.
playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror.
I'm not hating it though.
Expect
That
high-stakes
game actually looks
cinematic
really, really
action
great.
too,
I love
with
Resident Evil,
much
so
more to share soon,
looking
leading
forward to
up
that.
its
But
launch
you know,
on
I
February
would have preferred
27th,
Battlefield.
2026.
Yeah, I think I'll be live again on Sunday, Dominic. I don't know what time the Xbox Game Showcase is. I'm not sure if it's around the same time as it was today, or if it's like earlier.
Let's thank our
I think it's a bit
co-host,
earlier,
Lucy
but
James. Didn't you do a great job, everyone?
I'll put up another scheduled stream again so you guys know when it's going to be.
Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know. I can't believe it. You kept that so
Rip,
secret.
guys.
Top secret. All good. All
It
right,
didn't
well,
happen.
more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to
Unlucky.
visit SummerGameFest.com
Hopefully something on
to see a
Sunday.
listing of all
I
the
think if it
digital
doesn't
events
come on
this weekend you
Sunday,
can
if we don't
watch,
get anything
and
then,
even more games,
then
including
they're
the
just going to
Xbox
have to do
Game
their own
Showcase
event.
on Sunday.
Because I think there's
Stay tuned
zero
online to see
chance
coverage of many of the
that
playable
it's going to
games
be
at Summer
like
Game
in
Fest Play
August
Days
at
taking
Gamescom,
place
right?
this weekend in LA.
Just
And
wouldn't
make
really
sure to
make
stay
sense.
tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world.
Okay, there's probably not going to be anything there at Day of the
Some
Devs.
of
That's
the
going to be like
independent games we showcased today.
indie
Thanks
studios,
so
I
much,
think,
everyone.
really.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's gonna do it.
That's
for
the thing though,
Summer
Penny
Game
Girl,
Fest.
right? It always
We'll
has their
see
own
you
event.
at
Like,
Gamescom
they used to
on
have
August
EA
19th.
Play, which
Thanks,
was a
everybody.
big EA event. But now they have these much more smaller events, so we don't really know, are they going to say, hey, here's like Summer Game Fest, and then we're going to like tack our event onto the end of that because everybody's watching, right? There's like literally 50,000 people or whatever, however many watching this. And that might be a good day for it, because I think their events are not going to be like super... Whoa, that's loud. Their events are not going to be like super loud. Or super long, I should say. It's also debatable how much they're planning to reveal. Obviously, people have seen gameplay of Labs, right? Like, anybody who cares to see it, they've already seen it. So I'm very curious as to what they're going to reveal. Are they just going to do like a little teaser of a cinematic? Are they going to tease the game out in that way? Or are they going to say, hey, here's like a 20-30 minute presentation, and we're going to hit like the campaign. We're going to talk about Battle Royale. We're going to talk about the Gauntlet mode. We're going to talk about the all-out warfare modes, and we're going to sort of like talk to the community and almost apologize for the way that Battlefield has gone in the past. Or are they just going to put out like a tiny thing here, and then, you know, in the future we get to hear about the Battle Royale in a separate thing? And are they going to milk it for a really, really long time? Yeah, dope. I thought it was a really good event, actually. Of course, it sucks that we didn't hear anything about Battlefield 6 or whatever the game is going to be called. God, I really want to know what the game ends up being called. But I think almost all the games there, except for maybe some of the filler ones, look really promising. If I had a critique, it would be that a lot of the games look very Souls-likey, like Elden Ring, inspired with extremely strange monsters, which, you know, they don't look like bad games per se, but if you're a fan of Elden Ring games, I don't know, maybe you enjoy playing a bunch of those games, one after the other. But that ain't me, for sure. I just want to play the best ones, so I feel like some of those will fall by the wayside. But, like, new Bond game looks cool, Ark Raiders, Ark Raiders, from Embark, I should say, looks really nice as well. So, yeah, man. Anyway, I am going to end it here, boys and girls. I'm not going to watch Day of the Devs. There might be something cool here, but it's getting late, to be honest with you. So I'll probably just catch up on this when I wake up in the morning. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out. It's been a blast. I've really enjoyed watching this and just chatting away to you guys. It's way more of a fun experience than just sitting and watching it by yourself. So thank you guys for coming along and keeping me company. I will be live again on Sunday with the Xbox event. And as I say, I think there is more of a chance that it could get revealed there, but it's no guarantee. So if you guys want to turn up and do the same thing again, by all means, feel free. And if you're interested in streams in general, I recommend following me over on Twitch. I try to do more event-style stuff here, where I want to keep it up on the channel. But when it comes to just streaming random games or just chilling out, playing some Battlefield and having you guys jump in squad and stuff like that, that usually happens over on Twitch. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you all in probably the next stream, if not video. Have a good night. See you later.